Hey everybody, it's Lorelia coming to you live today. Want to talk about, as you see, the topic at hand, real estate biz funding, perfect combination. So recently, I just posted on the community tab here on my channel one picture of a deal that I just wrapped up this this Saturday, just this past Saturday. And I promised that on this channel I was going to talk more about the topic at hand, the value of leveraging credit to be able to invest in real estate. The two things that I'm pretty much sure, I don't claim to be an economist, a financial expert, one who has the pulse on the market. I do read, I do watch, trends that are going on, as well as measure historical performances. And with that being said, the one thing that I know for sure is that people always need somewhere to live. So when people say, is it a good time to invest in real estate? With everything going on, with parts of this country in a shutdown or a pandemic situation. Here in the Northeast, our numbers have went low. We finally are out of the shutdown period. And with all that being said, at the end of the day, real estate is still a commodity that people, whether you like it or not, they need. You need somewhere to live. Thank you, DC. You need somewhere to live. People need somewhere to live. What side of the coin do you want to be on? Do you want to be on the consumer side or the producer side? I prefer to be on the producer side. The reason why I prefer to be on the producer side is because I get to determine my financial destination. I get to determine what I want to build for myself financially. Like I said, for myself and for my family. And it gives me a sense of control. Now, how does business funding play into this? Well, I've said in other videos that the most important person in the funding space, is it the borrower? Is it the lender? The most powerful person is the borrower. Lenders need borrowers. The economy would not, here in the U.S., could not be able to function if the exchange of lending and resources were not being circulated. That is why the feds are cutting their interest rates, because they're trying, and not that they're trying, they're doing it, they're giving it an incentive for investors to buy more assets, leverage them with debt. And I know you have some people who say, oh, debt is bad, debt is bad. Understand, for those who understand sophisticated finance, debt is a tool for leverage. If you look at any complicated financial model in regards to corporate finance, debt is always part of the equation. The only time you hear people saying that debt is bad, it's usually the middle class. No disrespect to those who are in debt, trying to get out of debt. I totally get it. I have that story. I've talked about it on this channel. But I've also been able, hey, how you doing? I've also been able to recover. And the fact that I've been able to recover from debt and to be able to leverage it, it has been used as a tool. So, like I said, it's only the middle class who think that debt is bad. A lot of times it's because those who think debt is bad is because they're using it for consumer items. And when the correlation between consumer items and debt causes you to have high expenses, high liability, and more cash going out. That is why you hear people say debt is bad. Because when you pair it with consumer items, what is that? Well, you go out and buy a car. The car is not being used to produce no income. All it's being used for is to possibly go to a job. It's not really an asset, because a lot of times when people buy a car, they get a loan on it. So now it's not an asset because you owe money. Money is going out. What's another item that people buy that's a consumer item tied to debt? Credit cards. Now, I teach people how to be able to leverage their credit cards, to be able to invest in real estate, to be able to leverage. But when they're used to go on a trip, to have fun, to buy clothes, those aren't assets. Money's not being produced. So what happens is that when the working class or the middle class uses debt as just a way to gain items, consumer items, it causes people to go into debt. But when you use debt to invest in assets that produce income, it's a no-brainer. You win. That's how you leverage debt to be able to produce income. And I understand for some people, that conversation is way above their pay grade, because many people have been conditioned, debt is bad, debt is bad. You don't want to get into debt. But then they're wondering that how in the pandemic, people are still prospering. And no disrespect for those who are trying to make ends meet. I totally get it. But understand that there are people who are economically prospering. It's because they know the rules. They know the rules now more than ever. During the pandemic here in the Northeast, I had more calls for people who are looking to sell real estate. Now, you would think people would have put the brakes on it, and understand I deal with both sides of the coin, because since I'm in a wholesale transaction, I'm dealing with a seller who wants to get rid of the property, and then of course I'm reselling it to an investor who's looking to buy. So with that being said, things are still moving along. And what side of the coin do you want to be on? That's why I tell people, spend more time understanding the economics of this country, what's going on worldwide, how it affects your local market. Understand lending, understand finance, understand investments, understand credit, understand how to use credit, understand where debt comes into that. And if your goal is to build wealth, you can't go wrong if those are the topics at hand that you are plugged into. Because there's never a perfect time. When's the best time to plant an oak tree? Now. When is the best time? Now. So I say all this to say, if you want to learn more about what I'm doing with real estate, business funding, I'll put the link right below this video. You can go to helpmegetbizcredit.com to learn more. I'll have the link underneath this video as soon as it processes. And until the next time, like I said, if you want to see pictures, I was only able to really post one picture. If you go to the community tab here on my channel, I was only able to post one picture. But see, that is what I teach people, because a lot of people, they don't understand all the moving parts to the puzzle. And that's what I try to share with them. Understanding all the moving parts to the puzzle so you can prosper financially. Leveraging credit, investing in real estate, or investing in, you know, like I said, to expand in your business, to add working capital into your business. The list goes on and on. So once again, it's Lorelia signing off. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.